How are we all? Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. My name's Tony. I see we've got the whole gang in there tonight, eh? I thought I'd put the light, or leave some of the lights off tonight just to introduce the stream, just so you can see them. Because once I put the other lights on, we'll probably blow these ones out. You won't be able to see them anyway. So yeah, last stream for the year, guys. Unfortunately, my son is not going to get up from Sydney, my older son. I was supposed to be picking him up on Thursday, but because of the COVID restrictions again with New South Wales, he can't get out. He can't get into Queensland because Queensland shut the border down again. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but and he's pretty disappointed with it too. But look, it's one of those things that can't be avoided in these current times. So it's just the way it happens. So anyway, welcome to the stream. The last one for the year. I'm not going to do one on Thursday. I'm going to give it a miss, being Christmas Eve. I think everybody's going to have other things to do. I know we're going to have a few things to do as well. As you can hear, it's raining again as well. I do have the fan on because it's been stinking hot again here. So I came out earlier just to put some of the lights and the decorations up, and I was absolutely soaking in sweat just being out here. So not good, but it's cooled down a little bit. I've got the fan running in the background, so hopefully, just turn that music down, another one. Hopefully it's not too loud, and hopefully you can hear me okay. So tonight, it's just going to be a nice relaxed stream, guys. We're going to turn this orange translucent one with the halo or the holographic in it. It's got some red and some green smoky spirals in it. We're going to turn that one. Probably won't get it finished in tonight's stream because I will have to block out where the knot's going to go with some orange pigment and some resin. So it'll be too timely to do that tonight. So it'll have to be done off stream, and I'll post up some pictures so that you can catch up on them through Instagram or through my Facebook page. Anyway, I hope everybody's well. I'm a little bit concerned because I seen Amber had some concerns there. I hope everything's all right. So I'm just going to flick the chat on, and I'll be able to see where things are at. I hope you like the Christmas decorations, by the way. Oh, we've got the whole crew in tonight then, eh? We've got T-Man, we've got Sam, we've got Brett, we've got Razor, we've got Amber, Grey Dog, and I'll put the other lights on in a little while so you can see what we're doing once we start turning, but I thought I'd just leave them off so you could see the lights and the Christmas decorations. I even put a little Christmas tree up here for everybody, so yeah. A Merry Christmas sign there hangs there quite nicely, just above the little picture-in-picture, so that's good, looks good. We've got some little sparkly bells and Christmas bells and, you know, some tinsel, some lights. Anyway, just to make it a little bit more Christmassy for everybody. It's Christmas to me feels strange here in Brisbane because I'm not used to, in Scotland, I'm not used to seeing really bad weather, snow and all that sort of stuff, and being freezing cold at Christmas time, and to be here in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt in the stinking heat, it just doesn't have the same Christmassy feel. But anyway, that's just me. I'm sure Christmas has a good feel here for everybody else, but anyway, look, let me catch up in the chat and see what's going on here. Well, Amber's had a disaster with the Christmas present, has she? Anthony, how are you, buddy? Welcome back. Yeah, although look at, I mean, I see Razor's put there goodbye 2020 and bring on 2021, but from what I'm hearing from a few people in the know, this is not going away real quick. This could be around with us well into, well, right through 2021 as well, and possibly even longer. And again, it will depend on how the population takes to getting the vaccination. So they reckon for it to be effective worldwide, the population, they need to inoculate or vaccinate about 90% of the population. So that's a big ask to get 90% of the population. That's what these people are saying anyway. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be over in 2021. I think it's going to continue on, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. One never knows. You know, miracles can work and things can happen, and yeah, it might just happen. So yes, we'll see what happens, I guess. 2021's just around the corner, so it's not too far away. Yeah, anyway, let's get started, I'll keep an eye on the chat here and there, guys, and if there's anything happens or anything's not right, just let me know. If anybody's got any questions, sing out. So I'm just going to clean up the end of this blank a little bit, just to get a clean cut. We'll have a look at that. That should be okay there, I think. Yep. And I'm going to set this up for a 28mm again, so it'll either be a 28mm synth or depends what happens as to what I do. Anyway, we'll see how it looks once we get it turned. So I'm going in with a 28mm first in a bit, and then we'll probably have to open that up a little bit as well. So we'll take this back to 10mm. I'm just going to dodge these lights with my head. Okay. And I will put the other lights on in a minute once I get started. So just bear with me for this little while. Hate that noise. Okay, let's take this back out the way for now. We can probably get rid of that. And I'll put the 25mm bit in because that's the one we'll probably be using for the bottom. And we may have to do something with the bottom as well if we're going to put a coin in it. But anyway, we'll see what happens, Okie dokie. Now we'll need to open that up a little bit, so I might as well move these things around. So Christmas is nearly upon us, people. It's nearly here. All right, I'll get my little skew, and I'm just going to I'll speed this lathe up a bit for this, and I'm just going to take probably a little bit high there. I'm just going to take a little bit out of there, Probably about there, I'd say. And then we'll see if that's got everything. And then we'll hit that with a little bit of fine paper, just to make sure that it's not sharp. We can slow it down and stop it even. And I'll just grab a synthetic just to make sure that we've got the size right. Ah, that's lovely. That's lovely. So you can see we've got, oh well, you can't really. Maybe if I put camera 3 on. Let me just see what happens there if we get to camera 3. Right, let me just see what happens here. So you can see we've got some colour spiralling up into that top section. So we've got some of that day glow green there, and there's some what looks like yellow, but I think that's the day glow green, and then there's some red or orangey red going up into it as well. So it probably look okay, but I will probably have to put some UV resin in there with some, say, orange pigment or something put into it. So and that'll just hide that knot. Although the light colour isn't too bad, you're not really seeing much of the knot there at all in that. But that's if we went with that knot. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But at least it's set now to take a 28mm. So we're all good there. And now we can probably start thinking about doing a little bit of shaping. So we'll get that ready, but I'll just go back to camera 1 for now. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everybody! Hope you're getting in the spirit. Anyway, I'll see how long I can go with these on my head before they fall off or become hazardous. Right, here we go. I'm going to bring the tool rest out a bit. And we're going to bring that into about there, I think, just to get ready and set up now. Probably still a little bit too high there. Probably about there, I'd say. We'll bring in the tailstock. And we'll just start doing a little bit of shaping. Sorry about the noise. Oh, it's a daisy. I made a boo-boo there. Because I couldn't see. It's all right though. The point of the skew wanted to run away with me there. And I'll just grab the air hose here for a little bit, and I'm just going to put some little V cuts in the top there. And I'm going to put in a third one here as well for this one. Yep, and I'm reasonably happy with that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a bevel on that top corner. Okay. Now, I think what I'll do next is I'll set my bottom. I'm going to go in with the parting tool and set the bottom here. So I'm going to make it just the other side of my pencil line there. Excuse me, my hat's falling off. Okay, that's that. Now we'll bring out and up the tool rest for the carbide. And no. Hopefully I don't blow away my Christmas decorations, eh? Right, I'm thinking I might shape the bottom a little bit too before I get too carried away. So I want this one similar shape to the previous ones we've just done recently, but I want to just try something just a slight little bit different. So we'll see how we go. Go up a touch. Would you like me to put the other lights on now so that you can actually see what I'm doing, or are you okay with what you can see so far? It's a little bit high. Right. Just trying to see if I need to reduce that base anymore. Take a little bit off the ring up the top. I'm just going to put a little bit on there just to help round it. Same on the other side. Change to the left hand. And a little round. Okay. Just have another look now and just see what I think, whether I need to reduce that more. I think we will. I think we'll take a little bit more up higher on the handle, and then we'll sweeten it away to nothing at the bottom. So in here nice and gently. So only a very slight variation on the previous ones, but looking at that, we've got a very different looking handle. And I think that'll probably do us there actually. So we'll take this away, we'll have a look at it, we'll see what we think. And I'll take my Santa hat off till a little bit later. Right, we'll slow that down. So there we go. Right, I'll just move a couple of the, well actually I can do it from here. So we'll move you to there so you can see that a little bit closer. I'll grab that knot again and you'll see what I was saying now about the spirals, the colour. Actually that knot looks quite nice in it, to be honest. I don't mind that. So you can see the spiraling of the colour, the red and the day-glow green, which looks more yellow now than, it's obviously diffused it a bit. And then you've got that sort of orangey, but there's also sort of streaks of red in it as well. So yeah, I don't mind that look of that handle in there actually, it doesn't look too bad. That that synthetic. So we'll see, Could even get away without colouring in here if we set that one in there, because it doesn't look too bad at all, to be honest. we might do that. So we might end up with a finished handle tonight. The only decision will be whether we put a coin in it or whether we leave it without a coin so we can see the colour in the base. Anyway, we're going to do that. We're ready for sanding now. And I think I'll start with fresh sandpaper now. So we'll get some new stuff out. Ryan's away at his mates tonight, so we don't have Ryan home tonight. He's, I think he was going for a workout at the gym and catching up with one of his mates, and then we'll probably go and have dinner somewhere and probably have a couple of drinks and chill for the night. Right, I'll start sanding this up while you guys are enjoying yourselves in the chat there and chatting about all things shaving and COVID related and try and keep my big head out the way as well. It's what chocolate? No, I think there might not be a coin in this one if the colour is going to show the way I'm thinking is. If we get some smoky spirals up through the handle, I might leave this one without a coin. I never like spoiling a handle by putting a coin in it. If it doesn't need it, that is, obviously. Okay, let's give this a bit of a touch up. think this handle's going to be another one of those ones that looks really refreshing, you know, like nice for shave, refreshing. Just the colours and how it's going to show up. We'll put that one in the bottom, I think. Starting to warm up in here, even although I've got the fan on, it's getting really muggy. But we shall soldier on. Okay, that seems to be okay. So I'm getting the next grip. We'll go back to the chat for now. It's good to see we've got the big, the good old gang back again. Aye, we got, I think, all the originals that started following the channel from way back. We've got everybody back in the stream tonight. T-Man, how's the shoulder shaping up, mate? Are you have you been back yet, or have you still got to go back yet? I thought it was around about this time, just before Christmas, you were to go back in again. Oh, you're in hospital now. Okay. So have you had your other surgery, mate, or are you still waiting to go in? Oh God, Christmas in hospital, eh? Okay, get rid of my right specs now that the sweat's starting to build up. You go to your bed, Amber, and get a good night's sleep. Well, actually, it's early, mid-morning, isn't it? Well, when I say mid-morning, I mean mid-early morning. And if we don't see you before, have a good Chrissy, Amber, you and the family. And we'll see you in the new year. Okay. Right, that's a second dry grit. On to the next one. Sam off as well, is he? Oh, gone for dinner. No worries, Sam. We'll catch you later, mate. If you don't make it back, have a good Chrissy, eh? You and the family. Dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. Yeah, so Christmas this year is going to be very different for a lot of people, aye. Very different. People in quarantine and everything, it's just crazy. And in some cases, people are getting turned away from their own state. Or they've got to, isolate, whatever. It's just a mess. Just a mess, in my opinion. Oh, nice, Anthony. That's good news. Hopefully, hopefully there's no issues with the Christmas postal at this time of the year. You know what it's like. Although I can't complain, the postal service, I mean, I've used it, had to use it a fair few times in the last month or so, and I can't complain. It's actually been very good service. I even had a parcel delivered on Sunday, which was a parcel that for items that I'd ordered out of the UK, and it only took like 4 days or something to get from the UK to me. It was incredibly quick. I mean, I did pay for quicker service, but that time, at this time of the year, because I only just got the parcel the other day. At this time of the year, I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And that was via UPS out the UK. That's quicker than what we can get things posted here in Australia. Just incredible. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes Express out of Australia though is only maybe 1 day or 2 days quicker than normal service in some cases. But hopefully they'll get there okay, mate, and hopefully you won't be waiting for them too long. You've waited for a while for them now. And hopefully you like them. Yeah, well, like I said, this one was, this one was a box about, you know, sort of, probably 300 long and 150 high and probably about 200 wide, 300 wide. So it was a smallish box, but big enough. And yeah, from when I ordered it to when it got here, it was like 4 days or something from the UK. It was just incredible. Brett's back on the road. I got another dry grit after this, and then we'll move on to the wets, guys. So you'll get to see what this is going to look like shortly. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one looks actually when it's wet. Right, next grit. You like this shape, mate? Yeah, yeah. It's like I said. It's actually I've taken to the shape myself as well. That's why the last few handles have all been sort of this shape, but all, you know, very slight changes. But I mean, even this one, it's still along the same lines, but again, the shape is just slightly different. You know, very slightly, and it's amazing how much it changes the look of the handle. Those small, subtle changes, you know. I mustn't have turned my Nortons off on this one, so I'll just do that now before it starts mucking around. So we'll go to settings, we'll go there, and we'll change that to there, and we'll go OK. Close that, close that. Now we're back to normal. Yeah, well, I think it was Brett got me to make him another handle fairly recently, and he was after a different shape as well, and it was sort of goblet type shape on the top, and I thought, oh, I don't know how this is going to look, but you know, you've got to do what people want. I mean, you don't know until you do these things, you know. And it was a shape that grew on me, and it was very nice. But when I initially seen it, I thought, oh, I'm not sure how this is going to look, but it grew on me. And this is one of these shapes as well, I think. I've done that shape probably about 4, I think this is about the 5th one I've done. one after the other, all just slight variations. And from when I've done the first one to when I've done this one, I think the shape's just evolved, and it's I'm really pleased with it. I really like it actually. Right, I think that'll do that. So we'll put these all over here again, out the way for now. We will come back to them, just for the bottom. So we'll do that, we'll get rid of that. And I'll get my wets now. So just give me 2 seconds. And we'll start the wets. So nice and slow to start with. Oh yeah, it's got some nice swirling in it. No coin in this one, I'm afraid. This one will get left as is. We'll just put a nice curve in the bottom, hollow curve. And we'll let the colours in the bottom do the talking as to why there's no coin there. By the looks of this, I think it's going to be quite effective, quite nice. So have you guys all finished up at work yet, or are you working through until Christmas Eve? Ah, good stuff, Fraser. So tomorrow, mate, you're all done, eh? Well, that's always rough, unpaid leave. Well, I'm hoping you can see the colour in this. It's not bad. Different. Looks kind of fruity, this one. It's to take a 28, mate, but depends on the actual knots as well. But it should take a 28mm comfortably in any type of knot. But I thought that when I put that snow leopard in it before, it looked quite nice. So that's the one I was thinking of putting in it, but we'll see. We'll get to the end and we'll have a look and we'll see what we think. But I think something nice and light, but maybe with because the handle is so light, maybe something like the snow leopard, because it's got the dark top on it, just to contrast off with the colours and stuff. The lightness of the colour, I think might look okay. But we'll see. Yeah, it would be. It would probably take a 28mm rhodium, mate. I've got a couple of rhodiums there, but the rhodium, it would definitely have to be coloured inside here to take a rhodium. I think, because I think the rhodium would look, well, it's hard to tell. I'd have to sit one in it to see. You want me to try a 28mm rhodium in it? No coin. Coin will spoil it, because you're going to get to see the swirling pattern in the bottom of the handle too. The halo or the holographic or whatever, whichever one it was I put in it, gives it quite a nice effect as well, because it's got that sort of sparkly holographic-y look inside as well with the sparkly stuff. So not too sparkly though. But it's a refreshing looking handle and something different, you know. We'll have to see how the snow leopard looks in it now though, with now that this is starting to shine up and clear up. But it should be okay, I think. Because it's fairly light, the snow leopard down bottom, so the glue plug's light in colour, and so is the bristles. So hopefully that should show the colour, the spiraling colour in the top section there, and tone it down a little bit so it's not so much a definite line. And the other good thing is that where the base of the knot is, it's actually on one of the groove, the V grooves that I've put in as well. So it sort of masks that and makes it look like it's a that's where it's meant to be, you know what I mean, like the colour change. So So it's right on the last V that I put in is right pretty much smack on with the base of the socket. Yeah, snow leopard. I'll show you it once we get there. I'll show you it again before I glue it in, but I think it looked quite nice in it. Now that it's polished up, we'll get another look at it though, and we'll see what we think. But I think it will be okay. Yeah, but you'll see in a minute, T-Man, when I stop the lathe, you'll see the colours spiralling up into the top. So I'm just going to stop it shortly. So there you see it now. So you can see the colours going up through, the spirally colours going up through it. So once the knot goes in there, it sort of darkens it down again, enough that you can actually see the coloured spirals. It's quite a nice effect. And that's the last of the wets, so we'll get that out the way for now. I'll just lay these pads out again so they don't stick together. And I'll grab a paper towel so we can dry this off a bit. So that sort of dulls it down again, but we'll get the colour back once we shine it up again. Now if we put the snow leopard in there, just for another quick look before we get too much carried away. You can see how it blends it all in a bit better. And we've still got the colours going up into that section of the handle, so it gives it a nice look, a nice effect. I'm quite happy with that. Once it's polished up, nice and shiny, it should look quite nice, I reckon. It was day glow green, which is, it's sort of gone more like a yellowy green in the handle, and you can see it spiraled up through the handle, and there's a bit up in here as well. It's quite nice and refreshing. Anyway, we'll soldier on, we'll turn it round, we'll get the other chuck, we'll pat it off, do the usual. Instead of yapping away here. How's the music going? A little bit quiet at the moment? Might be just a quiet track. Sorry I didn't have any Christmas music. I do have Christmas music, but YouTube wouldn't allow me to put it on there without issues, so I just had to go with the usual music that we have. Right, let's get this on here, nice and even. See how that is. That's pretty good. So we're in expansion mode here. And that chuck just came loose there. So we'll give that a bit of a flick up, that's it. We'll check that again. That'll do it. Right. Bring the tailstock in, a little bit of support. I'm dodging bells and sparkly bells and lights and right. Let's spin that up, see how it is. That's not too bad. Tool rest probably a little bit high still, so we'll drop that down a tad more. And there we go. Get rid of that. Right, move this out the way. Don't need to put the 25mm bit in because we're not going to be doing a coin in this one. It will spoil it, to be honest. So no coin. So we'll have to finish the bottom of this one appropriately. That's a little bit too high. So we'll have a look at that with the straight edge. So I'll grab my little steel rule, sit that on there. That's got a nice hole in it, but I think we'll go a little bit more. Okay, we'll have a look at that. I think that should be enough now. Yep, that's plenty now. So we'll give that a sand up again. And then it's probably a little bit too fast for sanding, so we'll slow it down. And we're just going to give that edge a nice gentle round over. It's been a while since I've had to sand the bottom of a handle because most of them have had coins in them, and you only need to do that little bit round the edge. That should do that. Yeah, they're good, buddy. The dogs, yeah, they're getting big now. I'll put a picture up in Patreon later on if I remember. I've got some behind the scene photographs that I took, that Ryan took for me the other day when he was here as well in the workshop in the strains. So I'll post some of them up so you can see a little bit more behind the scenes as well on the Patreon site, on the Patreon page. So I'll put one up at the dogs. And I'll put a couple up behind the scenes in the workshop during filming. Right, that's that one. Go to the next one. That's shaping up nicely. Next one. next one, and then we'll go through the wets. It's the only thing sometimes when you have the transparent ones and you've got the pigment in there, is sometimes the pigment can leave little marks in the bottom of the handle, and sometimes it doesn't matter how much you sand or what you do to it, you just can't get them out. So these ones, not too bad at all. And I'm getting the worst of it out, and I think once we buff, hopefully we'll get the rest of it out. Yeah, it's coming out, so that's good. Can leave like what I would refer to as like very slight ripple marks, and it's only just the pigment in the resin. Right. Get the water, the wet pads again. We'll give the bottom a bit of a tidy up with the pads. Slow it down a bit more. Yeah, it's got some lovely spiraling in from the bottom, the colour. So I'm glad I didn't put a coin in it. It would have just spoilt the handle. I think once you see the colour Once this is polished up, I think you'll see it for what it is. It's going to be very nice. Nearly there, fellas. Just a bit of buffing to do and then set the knot. Yeah, it's lovely. Right, that's that part of it done, lads. Just lay these pads out again. Give that a wipe. And we'll inspect the bottom. Yep, it's going to be nice. Right, so I'll zoom that back out for now, and we'll bring these back to there for now. We'll get this off the chuck. And we'll take that and give it a buffing. So we'll go to camera 4, and we might as well put picture 1 in there as well. Alright, so be back shortly. Just give this a good grind, or buff I should say. So I'm just doing the grooves in the top section at the moment, both sides of the grooves, make sure that they're polished and buffed up. Then I'll do the top inside edge of that band that separates the top from the handle. And I'd say that's probably got it. Lovely, lovely. bottom. Right, I think we can go to the Fabulister. I'll just put that light up at the way for now. Go the other way. That'll do it, I think. Just got to get in that hollow section of the handle now. And that'll do it. Okay, let's get yous all back. Let me see where we're at. Okay. All right. Just going to give that a wipe inside, make sure there's no residue off the buffing compounds. And we'll stick this back on the wheel, on the chuck I mean. Who's away now? Grey dog's gone. Right. Just get the polish and the epoxy. So we've got the epoxy there. We'll give this a good shake up. And we'll take yous to camera 1. And we'll put the picture-in-picture we'll put as camera 3, I think, for now. So we'll get a little bit of polish up here, a little bit there, and a little bit there, and that'll do us. And we'll put that. Sorry about the compressor. Won't be on for long. Right, get a clean towel. And I'll get the chap back up. Right, let's get the, just give the polish a bit of time to work. Probably need to open that up a bit to get the top of the handle. Just trying to get into the grooves, clean them up. We'll give it a little bit more speed. Move to a clean part of the towel. Then give it a nice gentle buffing again. And we're done with that. So we'll take it out the chuck. And we'll take the chuck off actually, because it might get a better view when I bring my glue board out. So we'll grab the glue board like such, and we'll put that there like such. We can zoom that out a little bit so you can see a bit more what goes on. And get my little glue stick. So we only need to glue the knot in for this one, and I'm definitely thinking the snow leopard, just to give us that look. So the knot looks quite pleasant in the top of that, so I'm going to leave that like that. So I think that's going to look quite nice. Let me get it glued up. We'll give this a sand first. So I'll put the picture-in-picture on me, I think. So we'll go there, and we'll keep you guys there. There we go. Right, that's that done. Okay, we'll get a little bit of epoxy mixed up here. Don't need a lot. It's like water still. That should do it. So we get a good amount in the bottom there. The last of that. Let's go good enough. And we'll spread a little bit over the end of the plug. And that's that. And now we'll just set the knot now. And that's us, we're done. So I'll get rid of this, just reset the fibres, make sure that they're all running straight up. That's that, lovely, done. So we'll get rid of this and this. And give that a wipe. Just to get the excess epoxy off it. And that can go back in the thing for the next time. The glue board can go back under there where it lives. And I think we're all done. So give me 2 secs. Let me, oh, Grey Dog's still in the room. I thought Grey Dog had left. Who left? Somebody must have left. Aye, somebody must have left. Anyway. Let me get rid of that subscribe button down the bottom there. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's our tonight's offerings. Lovely. I just love how they feel. I've got one in my den, and geez, I'll tell you what, I just love using it. That's my one that I normally go to when I'm looking for a nice, enjoyable but quick shave. They're just so easy. Anyway, that's all there. I'll give you a better look at it on the other cameras shortly. It's quite nice, quite happy with it. So let me get it into the closer camera for you. So we'll go to camera 3 first, and we can get the camera to focus. There we go. So let me just see if I can, so you can see the holographic in it, the little bit of sparkly stuff in there, and you can see the colours spiraling in the handle. So there's green and there's red and there's sort of like an orangey, coppery sort of orangey look to there. Now there's the bottom, and that's why I didn't want to put a coin in it, a medallion. You can see the colour spiraling around in the bottom there, and you've got that holographic halo type stuff in there as well. I don't know if it matters which way I turn that into the light, just to see if we can get You can certainly see the spirals of the colour up through the handle there. And you can see the effect on the top section of the knot as well. So basically the knot finishes on that bottom V groove, so it actually blends in quite nicely, and you can see the colours coming up in that top section as well there. So you can see the green and the yellowy colour and the red and the orange. So it's quite a nice effect, and we're actually getting to see a little bit of the bristles of the knot in there as well, not much though. And let me go to the other camera. So let me go to camera 2 now, just so you can get a sort of an overall look at that one. And if I bring that a little bit closer to the camera, I guess. Okay, I think that'll do. I think you've seen it. I think you get the gist of how it looks. And again, the cameras don't show it in all its beauty, I don't think, but I think that's the case with most, to be honest. So yeah, there she be. So let me just turn out my other lights, it'll make it more Christmassy. How's that? How's that, fellas? Look, once again, guys, thanks for your support for the last, I think that's been about 7 months now we've been streaming. So yeah, thanks for your support, and thanks for keeping dropping into the streams. It's much appreciated. Without you guys in there, I wouldn't be doing it. It's as simple as that. And if we can get more people in there in the new year, then that'd be great. So we'll see how we go. Now the plan is, at this stage, I've got a video scheduled in, which is that rotten wood one for the 5th of December, but don't take that as being gospel as to when I come back. It might be the week after. So we'll take that as it comes. The wife's got some time off over Christmas this year as well, which is good, considering that she sometimes works a lot of that, being a nurse. So she's got some time at Christmas this year as well, so we'll spend a bit of time together with Ryan. It's unfortunate my oldest son can't get up, which is a bit of a disappointment, but anyway, it means he'll be on his own for Christmas this year. So anyway, we'll get by. We'll see him, we'll probably see him sometime later in the year. I think he's going to plan and come up for a bit of a holiday and spend some time up here, and him and I will do some projects together and get a few things done, so that'll be good anyway. Anyway, guys, look, I really hope that you guys and your families all have a good Christmas and a really good New Year. Just remember, if you're on the roads, take it very easy. We want you all to be here next year into the new year, so we don't want any accidents on the roads. So be careful on the roads, guys. Don't drink and drive is another one. And yeah, take care, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you all in the new year. So until then, take care, stay safe, don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and we'll see you next time in TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. Thank you for your support this year, and we look forward to catching up with you all again in 2021. So until then, take care, see ya.